Hello and welcome back to another Dune Awakening video. This round, oh, I spotted something interesting. Look at that. Okay, this round we're gonna do a spice run in the deep desert, and most important thing is how long or how much playtime do we need in order to find some spice. So to make things everything interesting, so I just loaded into the deep desert. I think this is one of the obvious issue is that the server is loading up. All right. And of course, when I load into the deep desert, first thing I would do is I'll fly up a little bit high, check the horizon, see if there's any path of spice below. I think I saw something over here. Alright, so that is north, one notch to the... Oh, I think we found something. Okay, make sure everything is good. Alright, let's go and scout. And get some hide. Alright, so for the deep desert, unfortunately, it requires a little bit more effort to find some spice versus Hagga Basin. Oh, okay, that's not a spice bloom. Okay, now it's loaded. Haha. Alright, no spice bloom. Okay, if no spice bloom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to repair my ornithopter because I need to change the wings because we're going to do a full, I would say 1 hour, just to make things, not say interesting, just to put a benchmark, right? 1 full hour and see how many spice blows we can find. Our goal is to get medium. We don't care about small. Because if you want small, might as well just do Hagga Basin. It's much easier, much relaxing, less stress, and you can easily get one within half an hour. Or rather, the spice blow will happen every half an hour, so it's like almost a guaranteed. Yeah, every half an hour, that's what I want to say. Alright, first thing first, where did I put my wings? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So while I'm prepping up, basically, I'm waiting for a spice blow, right? And you need to turn on your volume. Because I'm talking and I'm recording this, so I'm a little bit handicapped. But you can see a puff of shockwave when something is when there's a spice blow. We only want medium, so there is a distinction blow, or rather, not say blow. I don't use that word. It's very interesting. Punny. You can punt it. What do you call this? Know your spice blow. All right, there is different characteristic when it comes to the spice blow, and yeah, no, okay, spice plume. I'm gonna call it a plume. A small spice field usually is super fast, right? It's like when it erupts, it will just go up to the sky, probably within not say 5 to 10 seconds, but it's less than a minute. Whereas medium and large, right, the one that we want to avoid is large spice field, right? We don't want to go to the ring mouth because that will have lots of PvP player, large organization, and of course gankers. The one that I'm avoiding is being ganked, and the easiest one is medium. Medium is the easiest. Okay. Put some fresh pair of wings. I'm gonna reserve the almost dead wings probably in the, what do you call this? In Hagga Basin. And of course, one of the things is you have to prepare. You have to prepare at least a outpost base. So my base is in D5, E5. So this is the PvE, PvP line. Anything above here, it's PvP. And with the new changes, we're supposed to see more on the PvE side, but we shall see. Okay, we shall see. Next thing is you want to make sure you want to stock up all your batteries. Make sure you bring some fresh pair of batteries. You want to grab at least, for me, I like at least 2 spice compactor. Oh, is it spice compactor? Is what you call it? Let's see, industrial sand compactor. Static compactor. Okay, yeah, you basically want that. At least 2. I need to bring another one because the other one is kind of dead-ish. Okay, so by now, if you are lucky or if you're on the correct timing, you should see one. I'm gonna remove this guy. Yeah. You also don't want to carry too much items on your body. Unfortunately, I need the decaliter John because if we are going in hot, like right now I am thirsty. Gonna drink up everything. I could get a smaller one, but this is much better. Oh, all right, cool. That's it. And now we can go all the way up. We should see some plume if we are lucky, especially the mediums. If we are not lucky, then we will go fine. Okay, none, none, none. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go along the line because there are some medium spice around here, some around here. I haven't go here yet because I spend most of my time in the PvE in the PvP area. So we're gonna go east side and let's see if we find anything. So that's the introduction for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. And now let's begin the timer. 1 hour session. How many spice blow can we find? All right, spice field. We're gonna use spice field. 15 minutes. 15 minutes has passed since I logged in. So there we go. One nice place. Okay, so now this is a little bit close to a PV. Yeah, PV. Oh, okay. Somebody has farmed here before, so we have to be very, very careful on this on this field. But we're gonna swoop down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna swoop down. We're gonna grab at least one. Okay, normally like to do is I like to put here, check around. Okay, get out. And I would like to start with the tail. So one, I like to go around my ornithopter, make sure I look at the worm chart. Most of the time, once I do a full ring, I should go back to here, pop one in the middle, and I should be good. Pick one, pick two, pick three, plug one more here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. And then we go up. Okay, so this is just to mark the field. And there we go. Nice. Also usually, oh, I think I saw something on the horizon. Nothing. If nothing on the horizon, plop down again and repeat. Don't forget to put it to your hole. That's 600. Yeah, normally I am a bit paranoid because if we are in a PvE area, I don't like to stay too long. So, alright, gonna farm a few more spots and let's see if we can get a full cargo for the scout. 1, 2. Alright, it's a success. Alright, and there we go. Now back to my base, which is 2 km away, which is nice. Nicely done. Alright, so we have a spice field within, wow, no, less than half an hour. Okay, that's actually a good run. 15 minutes, I think it's a little bit too, not say too high. It's kind of on the average. That's how I usually spend the time to find some spice field. And usually when you farm some spice, there will be some plume as well, right? Some new spice fields being put into the map, and overall, yeah, within 15 to 20 minutes, give or take. If you search for half an hour, that means it's, wow, it's either A, you came into the wrong time, which is highly unlikely, because the other part I think is more obvious is there are active players. Yep, that's how I put it. But in general, within half an hour, you should be able to find. So let's continue. Let's see how many spice can we farm within. Let's find one more spice field. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's find one more, because I think I kind of filled up my assault helicopter. Let's see if I still have space. If I still have space, I will do one more run. Let's see. In here, assault. Yeah, my assault is full already, so I don't think I have enough space. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna search for one more. Normally, like what I like to do is to have at least 2 to 3 fields discovered. Right, I don't need to fully farm it. And one of the biggest reason is that I can always come back. And usually I like to give some time for the spice field to kind of sit there a little bit. And if we don't see anyone harvesting it, that means it's going to be a nice and quiet night. Alright, so let's move on to the next part. Let's see how long does it take to find the next spice field. And will we get a fresh one? Alright, let's go. Okay, 2 blows. Yay! Now what we want to do is first thing first, obviously we want to double check the far one. This one feels like a medium. No, it feels small. This one feels small. It doesn't stay. Yes, that's a small one. Alright, so this one, the next one, which is what we're going to go to, we want to see how long would it stay. If it stays longer, then it's a medium. Alright, so we have found the ring mouth, which we will avoid. That's a large spice field. This feels like a medium. This feels like a medium. Do we have anyone else? No. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark it. And there we go. Half an hour. Just nice. Okay, so 45 minutes, I think, because that's the timer we have for the deep desert spawn, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know if it's half an hour in the PvP zone, because PvE it was reported 45 minutes. Alright, sweet. So looks like this is a medium. It stays up much longer. Now the question is it large? That's the part we want to go through and see. It doesn't feel large. It feels medium, because large, I think there's an extra one more ring. Yeah, but anyway, every time we see a spice blow, every time we see this, okay, a column of spice, we want to go investigate, and if it's a ring mouth or a large spice field, we immediately GTFO. Oh, we found another one. Found another one, which we will take a look later. Oh, look at that. That is almost untouched. Alright, cha-ching. So this session is awesome. And unfortunately, if I were to farm, let's say 2 of the medium spice field, it would take about, plus flying and whatnot, I can say easily 1.5 hours. Oh, this looks medium. Doesn't feel large. Okay, let's get some speed. Either way, once we got about 2 to 3. Personally, I like to have 3. If I can find 3 medium spice field and I mark it, it'll be done. Like, job well done. Everything is nice and great. Alright, make sure we don't see anyone. Yep, that's a medium. Yeah, because I think large, there's an extra ring on top of it when it first erupts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip down as fast as I can. But be careful. Worm. Every time we see a worm, we want to make sure... Is anyone here? Feels like... Alright, make sure this thing... I like to make sure this thing blinks away. Yeah, there's someone. Alright, usually what I like to do is if there's someone, I'll just let it be. I will not do anything. First come, first serve. Personally, right? Personally, I just like to let it be. Okay, so now we are at Hagga Basin, and now let's clock in. How fast can we find a spice field the moment we load into the game? Okay, regardless whether you came from deep desert like me, or you just boot up the game. We want to see how fast it goes. If we can clock in within half an hour, then it would be just fine. Yup. And I think, you know what, I'm gonna say it, Hagga Basin is a little bit more chill, and then at the same time you can do other activities. Whereas Deep Desert, you kind of really need to commit. Yeah, there's no other better way of saying it. Okay, but let's see. Let's put it to the test within half an hour. Within 15 minutes. Let's see.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
in the nick of time. 15 minutes flying around and we saw a spice bellow. Yeah, there we go. Blub, 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 and then gonna go boom. Okay. Wow. There we go. Ta-da! 15 minutes of flying. Well, basically I fly almost 2 circles in Hagga Basin, so that's that. Unfortunately, that's 500. Yeah, unfortunately, that's 500 spice. Yeah, that's 15 minutes for 500 spice. Now, let's go through the simple math and preparation. Is it worth it? Obviously, within that 15 minutes, you can do other stuff. I saw some wreckage that you can do some salvaging. Maybe you're running some quests in Hagga Basin. So, all in all, you know what? I will stand. Oh, we missed it. Haha, there we go. Two. Okay. And there you go. This is my my spice run routine in deep desert and Hagga Basin. And you know what? I'm gonna say with this. If you don't have the medium spice refinery, I would say stick to Hagga Basin. You will definitely have much less stress for sure, and you have more things to do in Hagga Basin versus deep desert, because the deep desert requires a I won't say dedicated, but it requires you a longer play session and definitely a dedicated spice run session. As you can see, it takes me about 15 minutes, and that I think it's lucky to get at least a medium spice feel. And like I said, I like to have 2 or 3, so that is about an hour if I want to farm both of the spice fields or all 3 if I want to. And of course, I have to cross the PvP line. That's the part that it's not fun. You have to cross the PvP line, and to fly towards the PvP area, I would say it's not so fun, okay? It's just boring. Versus flying in Hagga Basin, at least you get to see some point of interest stuff. If you see a wreck, you can go do the wreck if you want to. If you want to do your story quest, you can do that. So for a chiller play session, definitely Hagga Basin. And I would say, because for me, I actually stick in Hagga Basin for quite some time until I get my medium spice refinery. Then I move out to the deep desert just a little bit more, and then after that, once I get my large spice refinery, it's a no-brainer. Deep desert is a much better place in general because you get more spice. And downside is, yeah, I think you need an hour. Uh, you know what? Half an hour you can do it, but an hour you can get at least what do you call this? A cycle to refine, right? Enough materials to refine your spice melange. Whew. Okay. You know what? That's it. That's all I have for you. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you in the next Dune Awakening video. And I hope the new update we get a little bit more activity to do in the deep desert, that it doesn't make just spice run boring. I don't know. All right, let's see what they do for the deep desert. Because for Hagga Basin, every extra activity add in it gives more life, I would say. All right, that's it. That's the end for the spice run video.